Hey there my lovelies, and welcome to my booktube channel, The Sassy Library Fox. My name is V, and today I'm going to answer your assumptions. And actually I kind of have to celebrate 450 followers on my blog, so this is perfect. And I can just I don't know, mix this. I decided to ask people on my blog and on here on booktube to write down some assumptions, because I kind of wanted to merge those two. I know in the bookish world, blogging, or better, the written blogs and the booktube blogs or vlogs are kind of separated, and you either do this or that. But when I joined booktube, I already knew that I wanted to continue with my blog, and I decided, why not merge those two? Because quite honestly, book bloggers that write reviews and write their opinion about books are doing a marvelous and an amazing job, and booktubers that sit down and record videos and edit them and put a lot of thought into their content do an amazing job as well. So I think those both worlds should merge on my booktube. And that's why I decided to involve the assumptions of my book blog as well. And I'll make sure to link to all the people I mentioned in here. So if you want to check out their book blogs or the booktube channels, you can do it by looking them up in the description section. So this said, let's jump right into the fun. And it was a lot of fun to read your assumptions about me. It's kind of funny. Some of you seem to know me really well, and about some of the things that were written as assumptions, I had to laugh so much. But before I continue with babbling, we'll just go right into it. I wrote them down on cards so that I know what I'm talking about, for once. You all know I have a pretty chaotic energy, and it shows on my channel, so I guess you're already used to it. If you're new to this channel, this happens a lot. So anyway, right back to your assumptions about me. And I brought something to drink again. So this is going to be a pretty relaxed video once again. So the first assumption about me was from, or is from, Joanna. You love to read in nature when the weather is nice. Yes, I love to read in nature when the weather is nice. I kind of sit on terrace or the chair in my parents' garden. So I really love to do that. I don't get to it as much as I would like to though, so yeah. I love to do it, but I can't do it all too often. And sometimes the weather is pretty bad over here, so no going outside. So yes, Joanna, you were right. Alan Onoda wrote, I assume that you are a very loyal person. Once you commit to a friendship relationship, then they're your friends for a long time. You're right with that assumption. I actually have a lot of friends I've had for years, and well, my bestie I knew since kindergarten, or I know since kindergarten. Another of my besties I know since high school, and I still have a lot of friends all over the world to whom I started to talk when I was 17 or so. One of them I got to know when she was 13 and I was 17, and we are still in contact. We still shoot WhatsApp messages towards each other every once in a while, and I just love that we're still in contact and that I could keep up the friendship for so long. So as long as the others don't break the contact with me and actually invest time in the friendship, I will be very loyal and I will continue to keep that friendship for ages. So you were totally right with that assumption. And yes, I still have a lot of friends all over the world, which I've known ever since I was 13 or 14. So yeah, that assumption was right. Um, Epic Tales wrote, I assume that you can speak more than 3 languages. Ha ha ha. You already saw that in one of my videos. I know it. I'm calling you out here. But yes, I speak more than 3 languages. As some of you might already know if you watched the video, I speak German, which is my mother tongue. I speak English, I speak French, Spanish and Portuguese. Even though I have to admit my Spanish and Portuguese isn't all that amazing. But I can get by. And I used to learn Croatian and Japanese and Dutch, and I'm currently trying to learn a little bit of Korean, but all those 4 languages I just mentioned, I'm really bad at them, so I don't count them. I only count the 5 languages I can speak with hands and feet and I can communicate with others with. So yeah, so much for speaking more than 3 languages. Sarah Jesus said, you prefer tea. No, I don't prefer tea. I don't know what I can say to that. Other than I like to drink tea when I'm ill and when it's cold outside, but I don't prefer to drink it. Sarah also assumed you like the color black very much. Well, yes, I like the color black, but it's not my favorite color. I just like to wear black, and it's a good color for me personally. And I don't know why so many people of you assume that I am a teacher. I don't get it. Why do you think that I'm a teacher? It's so hilarious to think that you think I'm a teacher, but I'm not. I'm no teacher. I used to go over the summary of the last lesson with my school mates, but I'm no teacher, no. I probably should have become one, since so many people think that I am one. So yeah, no, I'm no teacher. Katja from Katja Read, Write, Create had a couple of assumptions. You're a K-pop fan. Of course I am! Yes, I am. But you already knew that, so that doesn't count. You prefer sweet over salty in flavor. Now I have to think. Actually, no. My hubby is always saying that I eat too less chocolate or not enough chocolate. That I should eat more chocolate, but I'm not that chocolatey kind of person. I really love snacks like nachos and popcorn and chips. So I think I'm more the salty kind of person, and to be honest. And your favorite color is blue. No, my favorite color isn't blue and it's not black. My favorite colors are actually green and purple. So Green and purple are the colors I love the most, and which are my favorite colors. I like to wear black and blue, but it's not my favorite. And that one had me laughing. Katja's assumption. You can do a handstand. I could do a handstand, and I could do a cartwheel, and I could do splits when I was younger. But nowadays, and what a lot of you might not know about me, is that I have a lot of injuries and that I can't move the way I want to move anymore. So I hurt my shoulder a couple of years ago. I have pretty damaged knees and my back is damaged too. I used to dance excessively as a teen. I was in a dancing group, and well, I have to pay the price now because I have a couple of injuries and well, yeah. I just can't move the way I want to anymore. So no handstand for me anymore. And I better let it do the younger generation. This said, let's come to the next assumption. Two people assumed coffee over tea, and you are a coffee person. Those two people were Brianna and Panaga, and I am a coffee person, obviously. I love coffee. I live and breathe coffee. I always joke that coffee is basically running through my veins. So yes, I'm definitely a coffee person. Coffee over tea anytime, any day. And this said, let me just take a sip so I can power through the other assumptions. There are actually quite a lot of assumptions if you take them all together. There were also some interesting assumptions about my age. Apparently, this is something that's kind of, I don't know, in your conscience, and that's sort of keeping you busy. Because I had the assumption you're in your mid-20s, I think, that one came from it, and you're in your early 30s from Brianna, and Ange, I hope I pronounced it right, Ange from Down the Rabbit Hole said and assumed you're done with school or just about done. Which is so sweet. Like, seriously, guys, how old do you think I am? To answer those assumptions, I'm not in my mid-20s. I wish I would be. I'm not just about done or still in school. I've been done with school for a couple of years, to say it like that. You know, women never talk about their age. So, yes. I think Brianna was the closest to my actual age. She said, you're in your early 30s, and she's right with that. I'm in my early 30s. Should I really say how old I am now? I just let you assume. And if you want to think that I'm in my early 20s, that's fine too. I'm not mad at you for thinking I'm so young. So yeah, let's put a check mark under the age theme. You're really sweet for thinking I'm so young. So the next assumption is from Paperback Empire and Ip. Both of them assumed. I assumed that you're pretty tall, and the other, Ip, assumed your average height, which is so funny. Because one assumes I'm average height and the other assumes I'm tall, and I think I'm actually tall. And just to say it out loud now, I'm 1 meters and 78 centimeters. Or to say it with another height measure, I'm 5 feet and 10 inches tall, which makes me about the same height as Jungkook from BTS, I think. And we even share the same measures. So yes, I'm basically the female version of JK, which I'm not, because he is he's a great person. He's such a great person, and he can sing, and he is so talented, which I'm obviously not. But when it comes to measures, I'm his size, I think. So yeah, let's leave it at that. I think I'm pretty tall. I don't know a lot of people that are my height. So yeah, even for European standards. The next assumption is from Ib. You prefer sandals to heels? Yes, I do. I really like to go around with flat shoes. I can't stand heels at all. Every time when I try to walk with heels, I walk like a giraffe. Or a baby deer that just came into the world. I just can't go in heels. The funny thing is, I can dance in heels. I can dance pretty well in heels because I learned it, because I used to be a dancer. I'm actually still a dancer. I never stopped dancing, but not as excessively as when I was younger. So yeah, definitely sandals to heels. And you like watching videos on YouTube? Yes, I do. I like to watch a lot of videos on YouTube. Whether it might be about BTS or fan things or booktube channels or tutorials, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. And here come the assumptions from a person that should know me pretty well. Sabrina, the Youngie to my V. There you go. You like denim? Yes. I have nothing to add to that. Yes. You like wearing hats and flowers? Yes. I've been told that I have a hat face, which basically means that I can wear beanies or hats or any sort of cap and it will look good on me. At least people tell me that, so I don't know for sure or for certain, but apparently a lot of people think that my face goes great with hats. And yes, I love flowers. I also love to wear them in my hair sometimes. There are even pictures of me wearing flowers in my hair. And I love flowers in general. I actually make a lot of pictures of flowers on my Flickr. You're hardworking and dedicated. Guys, you... I don't know. Yes, I am hardworking and dedicated. I put a lot of effort in my videos, in everything I do. I would say I always try to give 100%, and I don't do things half-heartedly. I always put my all into them, which isn't always appreciated, but most of the time. I hope it is appreciated. And yes, I would consider myself to be hardworking and dedicated. But still, you all think so highly of me. You guys are the best. Seriously, I gotta make a heart for you because your assumptions about me are always so kind. And the last assumption from my Youngie is you like a lot of different cuisines. Yes, I'm a sucker for foreign food and I love to eat Italian food, Spanish food, Korean food. I love to eat Indian food, Japanese food. I don't know, I love every sort of food from every country. I'm actually some sort of foodie. I mean, I probably don't look like it, but I love to eat and to eat well. Unfortunately, I don't have all too much time to eat because between work and picking up my child from kindergarten, I usually don't have the time to actually eat, and the first time I get to eat is about 3 or 4 p.m. So I wish I could be more healthy, and I try to be healthy on the weekends and to eat healthy on the weekends. But during the week, I just have too much stress and can't really eat the way I want to. So yeah. Okay, let's go right to the next assumption from Eve and Ange. You love foxes and you like foxes. Yes, I love and like foxes. They are my spiritual animals. And that's the reason why I called this channel the Sassy Library Fox, basically. So yeah, I like foxes. I love them, and the name of my channel, the name of my blog says it all, right? So the next assumption is from Panara. You like binge watching? Yes, I love my Netflix. I love to binge watch K-dramas lately. I don't have all too much time to binge watch them. I basically can only watch them at night when the little one is sleeping. So my binge watching is at night, and my binge watching is probably rather untypical because I only can watch 2 episodes every night and not in a row. So I have a certain kind of binge watching going on, but it works for me. You're sassy. Yes, I am. It says in my booktube channel and in my blog name, the Sassy Library Fox, as you all know. And I can be so horrible and sassy, you have no idea. Be happy you never saw that side of me. I heard from a lot of people it's not easy to deal with. You might not see it in the videos, and I think that's good the way it is. So yes, I'm sassy, I can be very sassy, and you can be glad you never saw that side of me. The next one up is your Myers-Briggs personality type is INFP. No, it's not. It's kind of funny you had such a clear idea of my profile, and I used to do this test a couple of years ago, and it's actually ENFJ, and I'm going to give a short explanation of the Myers-Briggs types here. INFP, what Panaga thought I would be, is introverted, intuitive, feeling and perceiving, and I am actually an ENFJ, which is extroverted, intuitive, feeling and judging. And I was like, am I judging? I don't know. So I looked it up, what they actually mean by judging, and in this kind of personality type, it means you have an organized life. So, I don't know, I'm pretty chaotic. I actually have 2 sorts of lives. I have the life at work, where I'm super organized and where I keep everything in check, and it just works. And I have my private life, in which I'm pretty chaotic, as you can see. So I'm kind of strange in that regard. Anyway, let's go to the next assumption. There are a lot of assumptions about me, but it's fun to answer those. It's really a funny video. For me at least. I hope you're having your fun too. Caitlin assumed you're a nice person and a great friend. Which brings me once again to you are so sweet for thinking I'm a nice person and a great friend. I hope I am. I mean, I can't say for sure, but I try, or I always try to be towards others the way I want them to be towards me. And in German or in Austria, we have that saying, wie man in den Wald hineinschreit, so kommt es zurück. And it's basically translated as how you shout into the wood, the echo comes back. And I try to live by that rule. I try to live a nice and friendly life and to be open-minded and friendly towards new people. And I just hope that this kindness will come back to me. So, yes. The next assumption is you're an artist. I think, yes, I am. I'm actually really arty. Can you say that? Is it a word? Is arty a word? I don't know, I used to draw, I write poetry, I'm currently even writing or trying to write a book, and well, yes, I'm actually pretty artistic, and I love to do arts. It's a hobby of mine. It's always been a hobby of mine. I probably should start to draw more because it's been a while. I mean, I drew the fox of my Sassy Library Fox blog and the paws for the rating. So yeah, I think I definitely consider myself to be an artist, but I don't think I'm a good one. There are way better artists out there in the world. I mean, just look at Joanna's art, which she recently showed on her channel. This is amazing. And Sabrina's art is amazing. They are so great artists. And I think I don't deserve the title artist. I love to draw, I love to write, but I don't think I'm good enough. Does that make sense? I don't think I'm good enough to be an artist or officially an artist. So yes. And we're already at the last assumption from Brianna at the Random Reviewer. You're more a cool weather person. And well, no. I'm born in winter. I should love winter. Winter should be my season, but it's not. I'm a sunny weather person. I love spring, I love autumn. Summer is most of the time too hot, but I'm actually a person that prefers warm weather over cold weather because I never can wear enough. I'm always cold. I'm a very I don't know how to put it. I'm very sensitive to cold, and my perfect temperature is about 25 degrees. Other people already start to sweat at 25 degrees, but I feel amazing when it has 25 degrees. And when it has 30 degrees or upwards, it starts to get a little bit hot, but I'm definitely not made for cold weather. So I'm rather a warm weather person because I always freeze, and yeah, definitely warm weather person. So thank you guys so much for writing those assumptions, for giving me an excuse to make another booktube video. I hope you enjoyed my answers. You probably got to know me a little bit better now. At least I hope you do. And it was a lot of fun. You are all amazing. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for subscribing to my blog, for all the support I got from you over the years, no matter if you just started to follow one of my channels or my blog. No matter if you've been here from the very beginning, I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to all of you. Without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am right now, so thank you so much. And this said, I'm once again at the ending of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And well, there's nothing left to say. Take care, stay healthy and safe, and see you around the next time. Bye!